Welcome to Virtual Campfire, the close of Virtual Camp. This fire I may have gone a little overboard with. I wanted to make the biggest campfire I've ever seen at Camp Laverne to send out Virtual Camp with a bang. So here we are. We have a lot of presentations for you, songs, skits. I'll be here to guide us through the whole thing, but man, I'm sweating, so let's just get right into the first one. Jeff Bremeyer is gonna lead us in a fun participation song. It's not hard, I tell you so.
This is a song that I learned at campfires at Camp Blue Diamond back in Pennsylvania. So I brought it back to California from Pennsylvania. So this song has 6 different verses. The actual words are the same for each verse, it's just different hand motions. Pretty simple. The first verse, it's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. The second verse gets a little bit more complicated. The key is that in between the stanzas, is that what we call them? Sure. Stanzas? Yeah. We'll call them stanzas. In between the stanzas, you end on your legs. So, here it goes. It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. Third verse gets a little bit more complicated. One more step in it. Here we go. Ready? It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. This verse, fourth verse, is a little bit more complicated. Probably actually the most complicated hand motions in here. Ready? It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. And verse number 5. Ready? It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. And the last verse. Ready? It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. And we'll put this all together. Ready? It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. It's not hard, I tell you so. Just sing along and go like so. Send in a video of how fast you can do the whole song.
That wasn't too bad, right? This one was my favorite. I can do this one really well. By the way, we have the hose ready to go in case this fire gets out of control, and we have a fire extinguisher somewhere nearby, I promise you. But while I'm enjoying the warmth of this and literally sweating from it, let's let Ben Sankey, who has directed many a junior high camp, lead us in a high energy song that I think a lot of you campers are gonna know. Go ahead, Ben.
All right, by popular demand, I'm Ben and everybody else. This is called 60s Party. If you've never done it, I'm sorry. If you have done it, enjoy. Hopefully, enthusiasm makes the song way better for everybody. And so we got some newcomers, so they're gonna be confused, and then some other people who have done this before, so it's all good. All you gotta do is repeat after me and do what I do, and then it's easy. So once I'm done with it, then you do it. All right. Ready? It's a 60s party from the 60s movies. 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 See the surfers. See the surfers. On their surfboards. On their surfboards. Na 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 na. It's a 60s party from the 60s movies. 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 See the jellyfish. See the jellyfish. On our beaches. On our beaches. Squish, squishy, squishy, squish. Na 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 na.
Squishy, 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 squish.
It's a 60s party for the 60s movies. 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 See the Tanners.
See the Tanners
On their towels.
on their towels.
Ouchie, 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 ouch. Squishy, 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 squish. Na 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 na.
Ouch, 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 squish, 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 na, 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 na.
It's a 60s party for the 60s movies. 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 See the lifeguards
See the lifeguards
in their towers.
in their towers.
Flexy, 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 splash. Ouchie, 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 ouch. Squish, 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 squish. Na 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 na.
Flexy, 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 flex. Flexy, 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 flex. Squishy, 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 squish. Na, 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 na.
It's a 60s party for the 60s movies. 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 Party over.
I always feel like a little bit of a hypocrite when I do the flexy, 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 flex because there's no muscles here to actually flexy, flex. Thank you, Ben, for that. That's one of high school camp's favorites, and we appreciate you sharing it at virtual camp. Let's go into something that I think is more of a classic campfire song led by Janet.
All right, so one of my favorite camp songs is called Wadaliacha. And Wadaliacha has, those words don't mean anything. They're just made up words. And has some hand motions to it. So we do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and snap twice. Okay? So we're going to start kind of slow. Here we go. Wadaliacha, wadaliacha, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Wadaliacha, wadaliacha, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Simplest thing, there isn't much to it. All you've gotta do is doodly-do it. I like the rest, but the part I like the best goes doodly-doodly-doo. Boop, boop. And then we can make it go even faster. Are you ready? Wadaliacha, wadaliacha, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Wadaliacha, wadaliacha, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Simplest thing, there isn't much to it. All you gotta do is doodly-do it. I like the rest, but the part I like the best goes doodly-doodly-doo. Boop, boop. All right, so now we have the Wadaliacha challenge. Are you ready? I'm gonna do it all in one breath. Here we go. Wadaliacha, wadaliacha, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Wadaliacha, wadaliacha, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. Simplest thing, there isn't much to it. All you gotta do is doodly-do it. I like the rest, but the part I like the best goes doodly-doodly-doo. Boop, boop. So I want you to see how fast you can do Wadaliacha, and then load it in the comments on the Facebook page or on this page, however you can, so we can see you doing the Wadaliacha challenge.
Welcome back to Campfire, Virtual Campfire, part of Virtual Camp Laverne. Thank you for taking part in any way that you have during Virtual Camp Laverne, and we'll continue to let you take part by letting you watch this. Here you go.
Hi everyone, so for tonight's campfire we're going to show you Princess Pat. I'm going to do the first part and my brother here is going to repeat it. This is a repeat after me song.
This is a repeat after me song.
And a do as I do song.
And a do as I do song.
So follow along at home.
So follow along at home.
The Princess Pat
The Princess Pat
lived in a tree.
lived in a tree.
She sailed across
She sailed across
the 7 seas.
the 7 seas.
She sailed across
She sailed across
the channel too.
the channel too.
And she brought with her
And she brought with her
a rig of bamboo.
a rig of bamboo.
A rig of bamboo.
A rig of bamboo.
Now what is that?
Now what is that?
It's something made
It's something made
by the Princess Pat.
by the Princess Pat.
It's red and gold.
It's red and gold.
And purple too.
And purple too.
That's why it's called
That's why it's called
a rig of bamboo.
a rig of bamboo.
Now Captain Jack
Now Captain Jack
had a mighty fine crew.
had a mighty fine crew.
They sailed across
They sailed across
the channel too.
the channel too.
But their ship sank.
But their ship sank.
And yours will too.
And yours will too.
If you don't bring
If you don't bring
a rig of bamboo.
a rig of bamboo.
A rig of bamboo.
A rig of bamboo.
Now what is that?
Now what is that?
It's something made
It's something made
by the Princess Pat.
by the Princess Pat.
It's red and gold.
It's red and gold.
And purple too.
And purple too.
That's why it's called
That's why it's called
a rig of bamboo.
a rig of bamboo.
Now Princess Pat
Now, Princess Pat,
saved Captain Jack.
save Captain Jack.
She reeled him in.
She reeled him in.
She brought him back.
She brought him back.
She saved his life.
She saved his life.
And his crew's too.
And his crews too.
And how the heck did she do it?
And how the heck did she do it?
Well, with a rig of bamboo.
With a rig of bamboo.
A rig of bamboo.
A rig of bamboo.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is that?
It's something made
It's something made
by the Princess Pat.
by the Princess Pat.
It's red and gold.
It's red and gold.
And purple too.
And purple too.
That's why it's called
That's why it's called
a rig of bamboo.
a rig of bamboo.
All right, welcome back. The fire's sounding good, looking good, and you know who else is sounding and looking good? Ron Hart in his bear story that he's about to tell. Here you go.
One of our traditions at junior high camp here at Camp Laverne is at campfire, one of the things we like to do is read a story about grizzly bears. Even though we don't have grizzly bears in this forest, we do have plenty of other bears here. So this is the first bear story that we ever had at junior high camp, and I dug it back out just for you tonight. The story's called Grizzly Attack. A romantic hike turned into a fight for their lives. Dale Johnson and his girlfriend Rhonda Anderson were hiking along a narrow trail leading to Trout Lake in Montana's Glacier National Park. It was early afternoon last October with shafts of sunlight streaming through the trees, and Dale, 31, led at an unhurried pace. "Not far now," he encouraged Rhonda, who was 27 and a step behind. A trim, pretty woman in t-shirt and shorts, she wore a pink bandana over her light brown hair. Her bearded earrings were a gift from her lean, dark-bearded companion. The couple had been chatting back and forth, their voices ringing through the silent woods. But now, in tune with the hushed tranquility around them, they had grown silent. As they approached a bend in the trail, Dale stiffened. He caught a movement in the brush ahead, and in the same instant, he heard a guttural growl. To his horror, 2 bears, cinnamon brown, came snorting straight at him. His heart pounded. Grizzlies. From the corner of his eye, Dale saw Rhonda jump behind a tree, but he stood rooted, frozen with fright. The bears were in full charge, their fur rippling in fury. "Don't run," was Dale's one thought. To the grizzly, a runner is prey, and a bear will give chase at speeds no man can match. Dale's mind seized upon a desperate ploy. Make yourself bigger, bluff them. Leaping, yelling, waving his arms, he confronted the charging bears. Immediately, one veered off into the woods, but the other, 400 pounds of unrestrainable savagery, bore down upon him. Snatching a stick as long as a broom handle and as thick as his wrist, Dale brought it down on the bear's skull. At the same time, he let out an unearthly scream. When the club shattered, Dale rolled to the ground and curled into a ball. Park rangers always advise people to assume a cannonball position if attacked. It is supposed to indicate to the bear it is not under threat. Face in the dirt, Dale wiggled his backpack higher. You've got to protect your neck. He felt the sharp rake of claws across his back. Suddenly, all sensation was lost in the sound of his screams. Only Rhonda, watching from behind the tree, would remember the terrible moments that followed. "It's a 7-mile round trip to the lake," Dale had said when they parked their station wagon and set off about an hour earlier. A sign at the trailhead warned that they were entering bear country, but being from the nearby town of Whitefish, Rhonda and Dare were well aware that the park was home to black and grizzly bears, and they were ever watchful. Noise was the best protection against a surprise meeting with a dangerous grizzly. Usually, Dale wore a small bell on his pack for added security, but he had forgotten it this day.
Rhonda noted the time, 1 p.m., and remembered that bears were mostly spotted in the early morning or late afternoon. They'll all be sleeping at this hour, she thought. At any rate, Dale and Rhonda knew that bears preferred to keep their distance. It was rare for a grizzly to make an unprovoked attack. When Rhonda saw the grizzlies, her instinct was to climb a tree. In panic, she grabbed for a branch, but there wasn't one within reach. Paralyzed with terror, she saw the bear claw Dale's shoulders, then close its great jaws over his left arm, wrenching it from side to side, biting through muscle and bone. In anguish, she thought, he's being killed, do something. An image crossed her mind. Her neighbor's fierce Labrador once had come snarling at her when she was taking out garbage. She had grabbed the metal can and held it in front of her, fending off the animal. "Don't, Buster, don't." At the command in her voice, the dog had backed away. Shucking her backpack, she held it out as a shield. Advancing on the hulking grizzly, she cried, "Bear, go away!" Startled, the giant dropped Dale's arm and looked around. With lightning speed, it charged Rhonda. She reeled back. In a blur, she saw the grizzly's lips pulled back over huge teeth and 4-inch claws the color of amber. The teeth sank into her pack, and the claws slashed her right wrist. Blood spurted from the wound as she fell to her knees and screamed. Hearing Rhonda's cries, Dale came out of his daze just in time to see woman and bear face to face, inches apart. "Bear! Bear!" he shouted, determined to lure the grizzly away from Rhonda. The attacker's head snapped around. It turned once again on Dale. "Get down," he yelled at Rhonda. "We have no defense," he thought. "We have to play dead." An instant later, Dale was in the air, being shaken violently. The bear's jaws locked on his buttocks. Claws swiped at his shoulders. Flooding adrenaline had numbed him to pain, but Dale knew his body was being savaged. If he doesn't stop, it's all over for me. Rhonda heard Dale's cry to get down, but she could not abandon him. Grabbing her tattered pack, she advanced once more, yelling for the grizzly's attention. This time, the bear attacked on its hind legs, towering over her. Its claws ripped into her neck. Mouth open, the bear clamped its jaws on her upper left arm, teeth crunching hard to the bone. Somehow, Rhonda kept her feet. Toe to toe with the bear, not conscious of pain, but of rising fury. Setting her jaw, she pounded a fist into the animal's stomach. In an instant, she was flung to the ground. Rhonda expected jaws to close on her, but the grizzly loped off into the trees. Dale struggled up from the ground. His left arm was crushed at the elbow, the forearm laid open to the bone. From the feel of his buttocks, he knew that the bear had bitten out a chunk of flesh. Rhonda managed to remove the sweatshirt tied about her waist and bandage her wrist. Her neck and shoulder wounds oozed blood. "I'm sorry I dragged you into this nightmare," Dale said. He vowed to himself that her life would not end in misery on a trail in the woods. "We have to make it back to the car," he said. "No one will come for us." Hooking her pack over her undamaged right shoulder, Rhonda led off down the trail. She didn't lack for confidence. From motel maid and fast food waitress, she had moved on to a good job as an examiner in a real estate title office. Now her concern was for Dale. His wounds were deep, and they had to walk 3 miles. But she didn't question his determination. In 10 years, Dale had parlayed a degree in electronics from a small college in his native Oregon into a position as co-owner of a company that specialized in computerized aerial photography. Seeking out a spot where they could couple business with a sporting lifestyle, he and his partners moved the firm to Montana's Flathead Valley. Walking behind Rhonda, Dale kept shouting to spook any bears that might still be nearby. The pain in his arm intensified. He felt lightheaded and realized that surrender to shock would be the end. As a veteran hiker and climber, he knew that he was at the edge of his limits. Then Rhonda saw the creek she remembered was near the trailhead. Her watch read 2:32 p.m. 32 minutes since the attack when they reached their station wagon. "We made it this far," said Dale, his voice labored. "The next part can't be as hard." But his face was creased with pain, and Rhonda knew she had to take over. Tugging the keys from her pack, she unlocked the door and eased behind the wheel. "I think I can drive," she said. Rhonda had no strength in her left arm to hold the wheel while shifting with her right, so Dale changed gears as she worked the clutch. Crouched at the wheel, she tried not to run off the road. After several miles, they came to Lake McDonald Lodge. It was closed for the season, but Dale spotted a payphone and shouted for Rhonda to swing into the driveway. Mercifully, there was a dial tone, then a 911 operator on the line. "We need help," he said hoarsely. "We've been mauled by a bear." The operator took down the location and notified Glacier Park headquarters. Ranger Charlie Logan reached the lodge within minutes, and a highway patrol car soon delivered a nurse who set up intravenous lines. By 3:30 p.m., the battered hikers were beginning their ambulance ride to Kalispell Regional Hospital. Dale and Rhonda spent 8 days in the hospital, and each had 3 operations. In addition to wounds on his back and buttocks, the elbow of Dale's left arm was fractured, and the bear had broken off an inch-long knob of bone. Doctors performed a 4th operation later to repair the elbow damage. Rhonda's left biceps muscle was completely severed, and the bare tooth fragments were lodged in the bone of her upper arm. The claw that cut into her neck missed the jugular by a 1/4 inch. On their 3rd night in the hospital, Rhonda sat at Dale's bedside and told him how she had attempted to drive off the grizzly with her backpack. "I thought you were being killed, and I had to do something." "I didn't know that's why the bear left me," Dale said, his voice husky. "You saved my life." As part of the healing, Rhonda went home to her 2-bedroom cabin. She put on a video documentary about life in the North Country that she loved so much and let her cat curl up on her lap. Before the Grizzly Attack, Rhonda had not really comprehended how dangerous such an attack could be. But the event had confronted her with her own vulnerability and impressed upon her how much we need the closeness of family and friends, and to be there for them when they need us. With her left arm in a cast, Rhonda found even the easiest chores difficult. One day she was trying to braid her long hair with fumbling fingers when the telephone rang. It was Dale. There was a new dimension to their relationship now. If love was built on respect, they knew they had a solid foundation. "I can't even braid my own hair," she said brusquely. "I think I'll just cut it all off." There was a pause. Then he said, "Come on over. I'll make you dinner." When Rhonda arrived, Dale sat her down gently and began braiding her hair. It was, she thought, the sweetest gesture she had ever known. And that's the end. And usually after this story, when we're all here together at camp, we talk about a couple of things. One is, how would either of them have survived if they were by themselves and without helping each other out? There's no way either of them would still be alive. And the other is to kind of go through the story and think about what were the things that they did right, and maybe what were some of the things that they did that were mistakes, so that we can learn from their story and not get ourselves into a similar situation. Hope you enjoyed the classic bear story, and good night from Camp Laverne.
All right, I got my guitar. It's time to sing. This is one we do at senior high every year. All the senior highers know it. I don't expect you to necessarily, but maybe you will after I sing it. Here we go. Fruits and veggies, they're so delicious, and they're also so nutritious that they make me repetitious. Fruits and veggies, they're so delicious, and they're also so nutritious that they make me repetitious. A banana you peel and an orange you squeeze. Peaches are so soft that you bite into them with ease. Strawberries taste good in and out of pies, and carrots help you have really extra strong eyes. A watermelon so refreshing on a hot day. You know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Cucumbers sometimes like to be pickled, and if you rub a kiwi on your nose, then it tickles. Fruits and veggies, they're so delicious, so nutritious that they make me repetitious. Fruits and veggies, they're so delicious, and they're also so nutritious that they make me repetitious. Fruits, put them in a smoothie. Veggies, mix them in a salad. Fruits, you can sing a ballad. I love fruits. Pick them off that tree. Veggies, pull them out of the ground. Fruits, turn that frown around. Veggies, oh you know I'm down for fruits and veggies. They're so delicious, and they're also so nutritious that they make me repetitious. Fruits and veggies, they're so delicious, and they're also so nutritious that they make me repetitious. Alright, usually I have a crowd to participate for this part, so we'll just try to do it from home, alright? Here we go. When I say fruits, you say veggies. Fruits, fruits. When I say fruits, you say veggies. Fruits, fruits. This is my fruits and veggies rap. You can go ahead and clap if you like eating fruits and veggies like me. Bananas, tomatoes, asparagus, and limes, and every single kind of berry. You can slice yourself a mango, but it takes two to tango, so go ahead and share with a friend. Cause it might make their day, and it might make them say, hey, we should be friends till the end. Yeah, 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 fruits and veggies, they're so delicious, and they're also so nutritious that they make me repetitious. Fruits and veggies, they're so delicious, and they're also so nutritious that they make me repetitious. Everyone, fruits and veggies, fruits, fruits and veggies, fruits and veggies, fruits, fruits and veggies, fruits and veggies, fruits, fruits and veggies, fruits and veggies. I love fruit and veggies too.
Okay, this is a skit known as Pie Shop. It's about a movie being made about a pie shop, and so we hope you enjoy it. Get your pies, everybody get your pies. Pies, get your pies.
I'd like to try a pie.
You like a pie? Why don't you try this one, sir? Ugh. Okay, maybe not that one. How about that one? Ugh. You know, I don't really like your attitude, sir. How about you try this?
Hi, I'm here to buy some pop.
Oh yeah! Alright, cut. Alright, so I like the passion, I like everything, but we are going just a little too fast. We need to, we need to reset. We need to, slow things way down. Okay, so from the top, people, from the top. Yes, from the top. Oh, whoa. We need to refill these pies, please, people. Come on. This is professional. This is Hollywood. This is Hollywood. Okay. So, camera's rolling. And 3, 2, 1. Remember, people, slow down and action. Get your pies. Please get your pies. Best pies in town.
I would like a pie.
Oh, really? How about try this one? Okay, try that one. You, sir, are very disrespectful. Try
I'm here to.
Cut. Way too slow. Oh man, I like the passion, the action, everything was good. Everyone hit their line. Can't see, but we were going way, way, way too slow. We gotta speed things up. Speed things up. Come on. Film it's not free. So pick it up, people. Pick it up. 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 Okay. So like I said, way, 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 way faster. Okay. Speed, rolling, and action. Here, get your pies. Get your pies. Everyone get your pies. This is the best pie. You like pie? You ever try this pie? Oh, try that pie. Oh my God! There's something about it. Cut. Whoa, way too fast. Way too fast. All right. So, energy is perfect. Everyone's delivery, all great. But I need more pirate. I need some Buccaneer style. That's what I need. But yes, refill pie. Let's go. This film is not free. Wow. Jeez. Okay. So, like I said, Buccaneer style. In 3, 2, 1, action. Arr, get your pies. Get your pies.
I'm looking for a couple of tasty treats.
Oh, you like some tasty treats? Here's some try this tasty treat.
Arr, that's disgusting.
Arr, matey. Okay, try this one.
Arr, that's also disgusting.
I'll be sending you to the brink. Yeah.
Arr, walk the plank, Scurvy.
Cut. And that is pie skin.
I'm not gonna lie, that whipped cream, whatever was in that pie, looked delicious. I would have licked all their faces, but not in a coronavirus world. I would not have, I promise you. Thank you for that, Ben, Julie, and Brandon. And now we're gonna bring. Did I just say I would lick their faces? I think I did. We're gonna bring Janet Short back. She's got one of my favorite stories that I remember hearing as a very young kid when I was up here at camp. So I'm excited to have Janet here share it with you.
Good.
Hi, we are ready for our campfire story tonight, and tonight we're telling the legend of the hummingbird. Now, I don't know exactly where this legend came from, but from my understanding, it was created by some Native Americans who oftentimes told stories and legends to help explain the things that they didn't understand in nature. And who knows, it could have even been Native Americans who lived right up here on this land where Camp Laverne is. We don't really know. But this is the story of the hummingbird. And this story takes place a long, long time ago when all of the animals could all talk to each other. And it was daylight all the time. And it was always light, and the animals were friends, and they talked and they played. And then they started to argue. And the antelope said, well, I'm better than you because I can run farther. And the cheetah said, well, I run faster than you do. And the owl said, I'm the wisest, I'm the best. And the eagle said, I can fly further than any of you can run. I'm even better than that. And they were arguing, and they were arguing, and the Great Spirit was up in the sky, and he looked down and he said, what have they done? This is this creation I gave them, and look at them. They're just fighting and arguing over everything. And so he made it completely dark. There was no light at all. And the animals came together for a meeting, and they said, oh no, what have we done? We've angered the Great Spirit. What are we going to do? Well, I'm so sorry, and they all started to apologize. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You know, I can fly farther, but maybe someone else can do something else. And they started to talk to each other, and they truly were sorry that they had been fighting. And they decided they needed to send somebody to go talk to the Great Spirit and to tell him they were sorry and ask for their daylight back. And so the antelope said, well, I can run a long way, here I go. And the antelope took off running and running and running and running and running, and finally turned around and came back and said, nope, it's too far, I couldn't get to the edge of the darkness. And Cheetah said, I bet I can do it. And Cheetah took off as fast as he could, run, but you know, cheetahs are fast, but he couldn't go far enough. didn't get to the edge of the darkness. And he came back. And they said, what are we going to do if we can't tell the Great Spirit that we're sorry? Eagle said, I know. I'm going to fly all the way up to the top of the darkness, and I'm going to talk to the Great Spirit. So he flew, and he flew, and he flew, and he flew, and he came back down. He said, I just can't do it. I couldn't get there. And the animals were all sitting around talking, and this little voice came up and said, I'll try. And they were all talking, and it was little Hummingbird. I'll try. And the other animals said, oh, Hummingbird, how sweet of you, but no, you're too small. You can't do this. Yeah, I want to try. And so, you know how fast a hummingbird beats his wings. He beat his wings and beat his wings and flew and flew and flew. And he got to the edge of the darkness. And he pecked a teeny little hole and he fell back down to earth, asleep. He was exhausted. He said, okay, no, it's all right. I've rested a little bit. I'm going to go again. And Hummingbird went to the edge of the darkness again and again and again and again, pecking a little hole each time, but couldn't quite get through. Finally, he took a good nap. He said, okay, I think this is the last time. And so he flew with all of his might, even though he was tired, and he pecked, and he was so tired he wanted to go back down to earth, but he knew he wasn't going to be able to come again. So he kept pecking and pecking, and he stuck his head all the way through the edge of the darkness to talk to the Great Spirit, and he fell back down to earth, and he was dead. And all the other animals came, and they gathered around little Hummingbird. And they all felt so sad and so sorry. They said, look, the very little of us, and look what he did. And he didn't just go one time to the edge of the darkness. He went again and again and again, just because he wanted to help all of us. One person. And the Great Spirit was looking down through that hole that Hummingbird had pecked. And he saw that the animals were truly sorry. And he said, okay, I'm going to give you back the light half the time, but then so that you'll never forget this lesson, I'm going to leave it dark half the time as well. And not only are we going to leave it dark, but we're going to leave all those little holes that Hummingbird pecked, and that final big hole where he stuck his head through, so that you'll never forget when one of your friends sacrificed everything for everybody. And so when we think about that, and we think about what the Native Americans were probably trying to explain with that, and we think about the stars and the moon, but we also think about what they were trying to teach as they were teaching their own children. And you tell that story to teach their children about sacrifice and about taking care of your friends.
Well, the campfire is dying down. Even huge campfires die down, and so with it, Virtual Camp Verne is coming to an end. We appreciate you for taking part in any form that you did, and thank you to everyone who contributed videos and contributed crafts and ideas and skills that we learned along the way. This was all volunteer-based. Everybody just did this on their own free time, so thank you. Let's go ahead and close out here. We always close out Campfire with taps, so we'll close out Virtual Camp by doing the same. Please join me.
It's sun, come the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest, God is nigh. Now run along home and jump into bed, say your prayers and cover your head. The very last thing I say unto you is you dream of me, dear, and I'll dream of you. Oh, what a nightmare.
Thank you for taking part. Take care.